Hi guys. For assignment 5, we are supposed to do a oral presentation, and that is what I'm here to do. So this is my brochure, and it's called Art at Iowa State University. And before we get started, I wanted to just say this quote by Henry David Thoreau. This world is but a canvas to our imagination. By the way, Henry David is a famous artist. So, with that being said, let's get started with the Dancing Woman. The piece depicted above is a bust that was created by Christian Peterson in 1936. It was originally made for the area right outside of the Memorial Union, but the Four Seasons fountain was more favorable, and because of that, this piece was never able to be fully finished or into its size of sculpture and stuff like that. But if you do visit the Christian Peterson Museum, you are able to find it. So, with all this talk about Christian Peterson, who is he? Well, he is a Danish American sculptor, and he is very prevalent when it comes to ISU history with art. He's basically a household name as his art can be found anywhere on campus. He is considered the founder of the art on campus collection as well. You can see him in both pictures that are depicted on this piece of side of the brochure. So, like I said before, if you do want to see the Dancing Woman, you can see it at the Christian Peterson Museum, and it is located in Morrill Hall. It was built in or reopened in 2007 with it being fully renovated and things like that. It's a cool place. I fully recommend to go just take a look. It's a good place to take pictures and to just admire art with your friends or by yourself. And on the picture that's below, you can kind of see the dancing woman. It's the second exhibit or the second table or whatever, but that's like basically where the art is located, right inside. It's a really cool place, and I fully recommend that you go and take a look. So, other known art that is at ISU. Christian Peterson, he is a household name and his art is found anywhere, but there's also several other pieces as well. For instance, this is a mural and it was painted by Grant Woods. It's called When the Tillage Begins. You can find this in the older side of Parks Library. I also recommend going there if you want to see some cool art because, it's an ancient part of ISU and it's pretty cool. So the next piece is basically it's a sculpture called Conversations, and ironically, it's found right outside of Conversations. A lot of us seen this because, like I said, it's on the pathway that gets you connected to campus and also Mapleville Large in the Richardson Court area. So the last piece is the Peterson's Panthers. It was created by Christian Peterson along with the conversation sculpture, and this piece has a really cool story tied behind it. Basically, these two panthers were separated for quite some years and were finally reunited. I'm pretty sure a couple years ago. So it's a really cool story. You can you know go on to the museum's website and read more about it. But it was made around 1920. There really isn't a specific year or like date where this made, but it's kind of blurry over there. But around the 1920s area, and it was originally made for a rich hunter for his gates. So with that being said, let's get headed on to our last part of this brochure, which is other famous artists. So, fun fact, this is Grant Wood. He is one of Iowa's most famous artists. He is also known for the American Gothic, and he has done a lot of work for the Parks Library. So, for any additional information that you may want to go check out or have, look more into, you should totally visit the museum website, which is www.museum.istate.edu. And if you go there, you're going to find a lot more cool other pieces with some good story backgrounds. They really provide a lot of good information. But with that being said, that concludes my presentation. I hope you guys were able to get a good amount of information. And, just when you're walking on campus, just, take a few seconds and, glance at the beautiful art that we do have on our campus. So, thank you guys for listening.